Istanbul is famous for its large, lumbering ferries which make thousands of journeys across the Bosphorus every year. Now, residents are up in arms over multi-million-dollar plans to introduce new unconventional ships. For generations, Istanbulites have enjoyed crossing the sea and being able to toss pieces of Turkish bread, simit, to flocks of seabirds which routinely follow the ferries on their many journeys. However, this iconic scene could be a rarer sight if the fleet of new ships is introduced. Last week, the three ferries named Durusu, Goksu, and Kucuksu were introduced by Istanbul Mayor Kadir Topbas at an inauguration ceremony in Sariyer. The domestically designed craft built at a cost of €13.5 million, $15.3 million, are enclosed, meaning the days of passengers being within touching distance of the water could be over. However, the ferry's supporters point to the 700-passenger capacity craft's modern facilities including improved access for disabled people. The ships have also been designed with better maneuverability and propulsion to cope with the strong tides and currents of the Bosphorus Strait. Their double-ended design means the ferries are also able to navigate from one dock to another without having to turn around. However, some local media have dubbed the ferries floating plazas, while some citizens took to Twitter to denounce the new ships as being unconventional and disappointing. According to Twitter, some Istanbulites firstly felt tore up for not being consulted by the municipality before the ferry's introduction. No. Istanbul ferries, with open decks to feed simit to seagulls, to be replaced by ugly tin cans? Who decided this? Posted at Zeynep while former ambassador of Turkey to the US. At Namaktan asked, where did the ferries come from? Sharing the photos of the new ferries, at Namaktan added, if they were consulted, the public would not give approval for these aesthetic disasters. In March 2005, 5 new ferries, whose designs were selected by a referendum of people living in Istanbul, plus 3 new Golden Horn ferries with panoramic views, began to serve passengers. Istanbulites also slammed the latest ferries for lacking an open deck, claiming that Istanbul means feeding seagulls with simit from a ferry. The ferry is one of the oldest means of transportation in Istanbul, as the city is naturally separated by the Bosphorus Strait and surrounded by sea. Although the ferries have been replaced by the Bosphorus bridges and the Marmara undersea rail tunnel, they still have a key role in the history of the city and carry a huge number of people. City Line Ferries General Director, Suleiman Cenk, previously told Anadolu Agency that in 2010, the number of passengers transported via the ferries in Istanbul was 43 million per year, whereas the number increased to 45 million in 2011 and to 50 million in 2012. It reached its record high level in 2013 with the number of 53,500,000 passengers.